No. Toddlers know this word very well.
Good morning. Hi.
This is my grandson, Henry.
Did we find it? Yeah. Children's Museum.
He recently said the word no very clearly. No is a powerful word, and I think that every business owner should take a cue from my grandson and say no a little more often. No can be a very difficult word to say as a self-employed person, especially if you're in the beginning years of your business and you really want to take on every client and you think you have to say yes to everything. As a pet photographer, I'm sure you've been asked, do you photograph weddings? How about events? All kinds of things. And we often say yes to our own detriment. And here's the thing with saying no. Every no opens a door to a potential yes. So all the projects, we all have them, the projects that we regret. We've all had those projects. And have you ever been in the middle of one of those projects and an ideal project comes along, but you have no time to do it because you're working on this one? This is what's going to help you eliminate those immediately. It's very easy. No is a full sentence, everyone. But how do we choose? How do we choose which jobs to say yes to and which jobs to say no to? That can be tricky, especially if it seems like it could be a good fit, but you're not quite sure. Wouldn't it be nice if there were some criteria you could just check off and immediately know the correct answer? I am expecting another grandson here this summer, and I was just recently able to go out and visit my daughter and her husband and little baby Henry here and help them get ready. And the only way I was able to do that is being able to say no and to clear my calendar and make the space and the time to go visit. So learning to say no is that powerful. It could give you time with your family. It can give you time to do the things that you really want to do.
Hello. How's it going? Yes. I heard that. Yeah.
So how do you choose? Well, you are in luck. I'm going to share with you my 3 criteria for deciding whether I should say yes or no to a client or a particular job or project. It's really very simple. It needs to be simple for me so I can just tick it off on my fingers. If it has 1 or 2 of these, that's awesome. If it has all 3, well, that's kind of a no-brainer. So every time that I have a questionable project come through my inbox, the first thing I ask is, as a business person, does it fill my pocketbook, my bank account? Will it make me money? This is what we're here for.
Yeah?
Sometimes it's important to make money if it's a job that you know would traditionally be paid for. Bonus. Sometimes you want to do it as a volunteer, right? But as a business person, I always have to look at whether or not it will fill my bank account. That is criteria number 1. Criteria number 2, because I'm a photographer, is will it fill my portfolio? Now, this question was much more important in the beginning stages of my business when I really had a lot of gaps in my portfolio. Perhaps I needed more cats or more outdoor images or horses or groups of people. Whatever I was trying to have fill my portfolio, that was pretty important to me. And often I would forego getting paid initially to build that portfolio. So I have all of those examples to show future clients. And I even suggest this to my Pro Pet Photog consultants when we have calls. Sometimes you want to do maybe a model call, or you want to do the first few sessions at no cost, things like that.
It's in your hair.
So filling your portfolio, that is criteria number 2. And criteria number 3 for me, maybe it's specific to me, maybe you can relate to it. Criteria number 3, does it fill my heart?
Boo! Boo!
Now, obviously, as pet photographers, we get amazing opportunities to save animals. It's incredible, isn't it? We get to photograph all kinds of animals at the rescues and shelters and causes and their events and fundraisers. It's so wonderful. So I have a lot of opportunities to fill my heart with these projects. Now, I will say the ones I turn down are ones that don't have anything to do with me, or they don't have a space that is really burning in my heart. I'm trying to think of an example, probably like if a sports team were to call me and say, hey, could you volunteer to do this? And it doesn't really check any boxes for me, so that'd probably be a pass. So whatever it is that you think would fill your heart, that is criteria number 3 for me. So with all of these 3 in mind, every time I have a request that comes in and I'm kind of hemming and hawing, I just immediately rattle through all of these. Does it pay? Does it pay what I want? Does it fill a gap in my portfolio? Or does it fill my heart? And I just absolutely love it when it can fill 2 or 3 of these. And as you can tell, it's a very simple process, but it's extremely effective. So if you need a little help deciding which projects to take up next, just think of these 3 criteria. Does it fill your bank account? Does it fill your portfolio? Or does it fill your heart? And once you get the balance there and you finesse this criteria system, you will be making the way for all of the yeses that you want and clearing space for all those things that truly do fill your heart, like going to see family like I did. Let me know if you're going to implement this down in the comments, and as always, I wish you many woofs, purrs, and TREATS's.